everyone. My name is Salama McFarland,
And I'm Asata McFarland.
and we are licensed realtors, social service professionals, and ministry leaders. We are passionate about youth advocacy and education. And we just want to thank you so much for joining us today. Asata and I, we're so grateful that we're going to be celebrating 33 years of marriage later on this month. And our journey has definitely had its ups and downs. And we just realized that through it all, we learned valuable lessons, and we have learned about resilience, we've learned about financial literacy, and the importance of education.
And today we just want to share our vision for a youth and family program that empowers young people with the financial skills and knowledge that they're going to need to be successful and leave their mark on the world. For a few minutes, we just want to talk about the importance of financial literacy for youth. Think about it. Did you know that there's a large percentage of young adults that struggle with financial literacy because it's not taught in school, okay? And unless their parents are intent about teaching them that, most of our youth are struggling with this. Situations like that leads to very hard challenges in their life, like debt and poor credit management. So imagine if your child, your youth, had the skills to manage money more wisely from a very young age. They would be better prepared for college, careers, and beyond. If you agree that financial literacy for our youth is very important, just type the word agree in the comments below.
Financial unintelligence, it definitely leads to feelings of insecurity, worry, fear, embarrassment, and shame. By equipping our young people with financial literacy, we can help them to avoid many of these feelings and set them up for a future of success. Our journey in real estate, it began over 8 years ago, but our story definitely starts way earlier than that. Asata and I, we were teen parents. We got married at a very young age and faced numerous challenges, including we relied on public transportation. We we had to deal with public assistance in order to be able to survive. We struggled with managing our money. We had that lifestyle creep that happens. And with that, we're trying to take care of our family, we're trying to take care of our children. And we got to a place where our income and our expenses definitely didn't meet. They didn't match up, nothing was working. So we just didn't know what to do. We were trying to figure everything out. And we unfortunately at the time thought it was best for us to just go ahead and declare bankruptcy. We didn't have a whole lot of information about their various information about resources that would be available, other avenues that we could have gone down. So this is all we knew. This is what we knew. And the only thing that we knew at the time in order to figure out how to get out of what we were dealing with. So those type of struggles that we had, they definitely shaped our experience, and it helped to increase our commitment to helping others. We definitely didn't want other people to have to experience some of the things that we have gone through in the past. We were definitely young parents. Just imagine being in our shoes. We got married super young. We were trying to raise up our child. We weren't making great amounts of money, so we were we were struggling to make ends meet. So we definitely were scraping by just to be able to pay our rent, to be able to buy groceries. We were walking most of the places that we had to go. And many times that just left us with great feelings of insecurity, worrying about whether or not we're going to be able to provide for our child. And eventually even more children came. And we just had to figure things out. So it definitely ignited a fire in us to be able to change the future, not only for ourselves, but also for our children and other children as well.
Yeah, I think the turning point for us was definitely filing the bankruptcy. Bankruptcy was hard. We felt like failures. We were embarrassed about our situation. And one of the things about bankruptcy is we filed a Chapter 13. And when you file a bankruptcy, you set up a payment plan to pay your debt. And we weren't good at paying our bills. So we struggled with that. It was times we had to go back into court to get a new payment arrangement set up. And they don't prepare you for the aftermath because after a bankruptcy, okay, your debt's kind of wiped out if you filed a program. But then all the creditor cards start coming back again. They start offering you this and offering you that, and you can really find yourself right back in the same situation. Um, but it was at that bankruptcy moment that we realized how critical financial education was. We didn't want anyone else to go through what we did, and I mean, just it's horrible. It's a crushing feeling. Just think about how many of you have probably faced financial hardships that seem insurmountable. Just put a number one in the chat if you've ever struggled with managing your finances or finding stable income. We know that feeling of fear and insecurity firsthand. And we don't want young people to experience the same thing. Um, the main problem we had was just the lack of financial literacy. And it was and support for those not interested or unable to pursue traditional college paths. Education was always a strong part of our lives, but again, being young parents, you had to put a lot of things on hold. We lived through the struggles of our financial instability and understand how daunting it can be just to have a plan. We're still on a journey. We're continuously learning and adapting our approach to better serve others. We definitely know this like the struggle, and not to put a stigma on it, but we're from the inner city, and a lot of times there's a lifestyle that just permeates everyone that's around you. And, so we're always taught that you are who you hang around. So one of the things we had to do was kind of break that cycle. So we had to do something different. Um, Thinking about public assistance, thinking about the use of public transportation, and then just dealing with a bankruptcy. It's okay to be in a transition because you're only in there for a season. And it's okay to not have the answers, but you have to be able to set your mindset that you're going to get those answers. You're going to change your situation. And we're here to share, to learn. Just we're here to share with you what we learned and how we went forward from that stage in our lives.
We teach essential success principles like goal setting, time management, and resilience. We know these are the building blocks for personal and financial success. We've seen firsthand how these principles can transform lives. By setting clear goals and managing time effectively, young people are going to be able to achieve their dreams and leave their mark. And if you're like me and you believe in the power of goal setting, type goals in the comments below. We basically are people that set goals regularly. We believe in setting SMART goals, which are specific, they are measurable, they are achievable, they are relevant, and they are time bound. You have to set up those goals that has those checks and balances. You have to be able to know whether or not you're making progress towards those goals. And then sometimes young people, they don't necessarily know how to get from point A to point B. And we're helped to be able to build that framework for them so that they're able to recognize, okay, this is where I'm at. I'm not happy where I'm at. I'm frustrated right now. So how can I get from where I am today into creating a future that I want to have? A lot of times it could be just as simple as, their grades not being where they want them to be. They may be struggling with completing all their homework assignments or, writing those great papers, being able to score well on their exams. And we can help them to be able to establish the skill set, the knowledge, the information that they need in order to become better students. I know when I was in college, I spent a lot of time at the library just trying to figure it out. How do I get these A's? When I was in high school, it just seemed to become a whole lot easier. But the transition for me into college, it was a whole brand new world. It was a whole lot of different people that I never really engaged with prior. And so I really struggled. I really was out there on my own. I didn't have teachers that were telling me, okay, Salama, read chapters 1 through 2 tonight and then 3 to 4 tomorrow. You just got this piece of paper. They're like, here, this is what you got to do. And I'm like, okay, a syllabus. Like, I never heard of that term prior to college. I didn't understand that I had to set up my own schedule. I had to figure out what I needed to read, what chapters I needed to read, and make sure that I was prepared for my exams. Getting that information while you're in high school, many times teachers, they baby the students. But once you go out on your own and you become a young adult, you have to have these skill sets. You have to really understand how to be able to manage your time well, how to be able to set up goals that are going to be able to lead you towards success. And that's some of the things that we are definitely focused on.
Yeah, I think one of the biggest things that we've learned, that I personally learned from education, from educating students, is meeting them where they are now and teach them where they need to be. And that comes with building a rapport with them, because unless, young people can relate to you and see that you walked in their shoes, they may not give you the time of day. So that's why we always try to share, there's no shame in it. We tell them where we're from, how things were with us. And it's a good way to always break the ice with them. But, through our experience, we've developed a framework, that really guides our approach to financial education and real estate. And I give credit to my wife, because she's always up in the midnight hours burning at both ends of the candle. And she came up with a great acronym called WISDOM. WISDOM, the W stands for wealth management. And that is teaching the essentials of financial literacy, including budgeting, saving, investing, and managing credit. The I stands for integrity. It's integrity and character, instilling values of honesty and ethical behavior in all aspects of life and business. Success is a success principle that emphasizes the importance of goal setting, time management, and having a growth mindset. The D is for discipline and resilience. You want to encourage self-discipline, perseverance, and resilience in the face of all challenges. We're going to make mistakes. We're going to have failures. How you respond is that part of that success principle. If you can't get back up after you fall, then you're going to stay where you are. O is for opportunities in real estate. We want to introduce the basics of real estate, from understanding the market to the home buying process. The M is for mentorship and community. Fostering a supportive community and providing mentorship to guide and inspire you is so near and dear to us. And it's our way of giving back for those that have poured into us, throughout our lives.
As a pastor share, our program, it combines financial literacy with real estate basics. We cover topics like budgeting, saving, managing credit, and understanding the home buying process. We do this through interactive workshops, real life simulations, and mentorship to make learning engaging and practical.
Yeah, all of our participants, they're going to gain valuable skills that will serve them throughout their lives. Okay, from the managing their personal finances to understanding real estate opportunities, they're going to be able to teach their friends. And that's when you really understand something, you're able to show someone else how to do this. And the main thing is reaching the people that can make these decisions. We want to know if you're interested in learning more about our program. Just type the word interested in the comments below.
By following the wisdom framework, we're going to be able to help people to gain the confidence and skills necessary to manage finances effectively. So imagine equipping young people with these tools from the start. They won't have to experience any of the fear, the worry, and shame that financial instability brings. Instead, they're going to be empowered to create a better future for themselves and their future families. Understanding personal finances, we know, is definitely crucial in real estate. Good credit scores are necessary. You got to have the savings, you got to have everything in place so that when that mortgage lender is looking at your application, they're going to approve you and they're going to be able to help you to be able to buy a home. We've had many of our real estate customers who weren't financially prepared, and we had to slow down the process in order for them to be able to go back to the basics to be able to get ready for home ownership. And we walk people along that process. We help our clients to be able to figure out what they have to do in order to be able to prepare for home ownership, and we stay engaged with them as they work through any of those challenges. Many times it's not having enough for savings, because not only do you need the money for your down payment and closing costs, but you also want to have money left over in reserves. We encourage people to make sure that you're not house poor. You move into the house and then all you're doing is eating peanut butter and jelly. That's not the kind of lifestyle that anybody wants. So we definitely want to make sure that we're helping our clients to be able to buy houses that they're able to afford long term, so they're not struggling to make ends meet. And by improving their financial literacy at a young age, we are definitely going to be able to help people to better prepare for their financial future. And we're going to help to position them that they're going to be able to achieve home ownership and stability.
Yeah, we just want to invite everyone here, we want to invite you to explore our real estate services to start building your financial future. You can email us directly at info@wisdomtoprosper.org. That's info at wisdom, wisdomtoprosper.org. Just put the subject real estate.
Additionally, we're going to be hosting a free workshop where we're going to be diving deeper into financial literacy, success principles, and real estate basics. For more information about this free workshop and the launch of our program, please send us an email with the subject line free workshop. And you can send that to the same email address, which is info@wisdomtoprosper.org. And we'll keep you updated about all of our future events and also include information about all the wisdom nuggets that we shared.
Just not to talk about go back on the same issue, but we really need your support with this. We want to bring this program to the community. Whether you're a parent, educator, community leader, there are many ways that you can help. We're always looking for venues to host our workshops. We're looking for volunteers to assist with events and partners to help spread the word. Remember, we're trying to reach the next generation. So those generational curses of just repeated bad financial management, poverty are broken. Okay. We want to get that cycle out of their heads. We want them to see that there's more to life than living check to check, more to life than becoming part of the system. So we want to give them a higher threshold that they can achieve. And unless we can show that to them, most of the youth are not going to think they can achieve that. And it starts with square one with you. It starts with that. It starts with us being part and emphasizing the focus on education, financial literacy.
We're also seeking grant opportunities and funding to be able to expand our reach and our impact. Your support to help us to be able to secure these resources will be greatly appreciated. And Asata and I, we definitely want to thank you for your support and for staying connected with us. Again, if you're interested in our future workshops and financial education programs, email us at info@wisdomtoprosper.org. Our commitment to providing valuable financial education and support Remain steadfast as we continue to grow.
And just want to thank Chris Hampton for allowing us to be part of this fantastic seminar here. And again, we're just very humble, we're very grateful, and we know that we can connect with anyone out there that's listening. So just reach out to us, and we're here to work together.
Thank you so much for joining us, and God bless.